Qualcomm paid out and received payment of billions of dollars in settlement and fines. There seems to be a lot of huge lawsuits in this space. How do you explain that? Does this get in the way of innovation, or does it promote it?
I will rephrase it by saying there used to be a lot of lawsuits in this space. In addition of what we do in semiconductors, our processors and our modems, the Snapdragon platform, we also have a licensing business, which has been a part of the company since the beginning. As the largest inventors of the essential technology in 2G, CDMA, 3G, 4G, and 5G, and Qualcomm contribute that to the standards. So we always had this model that rather than invent the technology and be the only one producing the products, we license so everyone can produce it. And as such, we receive intellectual property for these standard essential patents. As part of our past dispute with Apple, that's behind us now.
You're friends now.
They're my customers. And as part of that, I think the licensing model got tested in every geography, and we succeeded in every single geography to validate the pro-competitiveness of this model. I think the fair, reasonable, non-discriminatory aspect of this model, and I would argue that besides being the most successful licensing business to date in the industry, probably the one that's been battle tested and is most stable, because there's not a single jurisdiction that we have not had to validate that model. So it's part of our past, and what it creates is probably create a lot of stability in our licensing business. But having said that, the growth of the company is in the semiconductor space.
And the semiconductor, so licensing is you come up with a pretty good idea. You have a bunch of smart people coming up with cool ideas. And then once you come up with that idea, you sell that idea to others. They get to use it. That's essentially what a license.
The license revenue we have is for what we call the SEP, Standard Essential Patents, that are part of the 2G, 3G, 4G, and 5G standards. So if you want to build anything with 5G, you need to get a license from Qualcomm, because it uses Qualcomm essential technology as part of this standard.
And a slightly different model, or a lot different model with the semiconductor, is you inject a bunch of fascinating ideas how to build the Snapdragon, and then because it's a fabless company, you have somebody build the chip, and it goes into a phone with the branding and all that kind of stuff, and that has less kind of players involved. It's not a licensing.
We sell the product in the semiconductor. We don't license semiconductor technology. We build products and we sell products.